Good morning once again on Active Morning. So, Brad, you made do so no Active Sports. So as I said, that we know Active Sports, Active TV. There, you want your map be na dem ma your kohwehwe. I'm on nsemu, afisemu, African ho nsem. Any players be abepi mu o man Ghana ha. Eni ye hwe ani mu se ebetimi akonvince o mo amatimi agipeni esambesi akan area ma the Blasters of Ghana. Na me was story back bi so ma coach be abepi mu o man Ghana mu ha. Ye hwe ani say so no na you be appointing so the next Blasters coach and I say enyo no na emu no enema nsem bebire na ekọ so ani nyina na Active Sports ya boboa no abone say tam what ase abre watampa na ye de bre Active Morning so na medi e dey appear you wan say da woni mu no ene majembre a ye dey Active Sports e dey bre sports mo bo so no transfer ho nsem ama ni and the last day of the transfer window na e dey ni see ye players be itimi movie flow if you am club be e different club only nsembibiri na Active Sports ya jemre rebel na me sha say dia na ne afisem no onim say Abrante Efeno Hudson Odoi Abrante Efeno Hudson Odoi osi akan ma Chelsea Football Club no nya no ana Abrante oye Ghana ni na ente ya yetene say ene Abrante na je penny say oba be si akan ma the Blasters of Ghana ene me de ne honsem rebel Abrante said dem digan ka Chelsea akan ma Chelsea Football Club no na ne sta me no ka say impo o Ghana memu ha say ne no yenim coach baby ofiri ene yese obi ne na kokasa ama waje atum say obesi akan ma the Blasters of Ghana na no na ubebusa say hwan na ne Abrante ni ko di hu nkomo because already no na from rumors speculations na they say Abrante no Ghana wasan baby mu ye na obesi akan ma the Blasters of Ghana na ne yese papa bi e mu ani Abrante yakodi nkomo na ne no Abrante na gya tum say oba be si akan ma the Blasters of Ghana iti enei na je say ye kese pa ma Blasters of ko no so no me de ne ho nsem ma na metwaso biodia oni maame aye Georgina Rodriguez oye papa ye osi akan ma Manchester United na yire Cristiano Ronaldo CR7 so as say Georgina Rodriguez na yire pa na eno ana enra dey na ye maame no birthday na maame ni we Charlie eto da bia sika de so as eto da bia na say sika de wo sika otimi bi bia na no ana Cristiano Ronaldo na yire no birthday no of full play hwi ekodu Dubai na Dubai ho no ana se da bi na yire a picture oye ne bana kese the tallest building in Dubai no the same building so ana tro so birthday so what I say Charlie sika de obi wo wa say you just sika ntimi one ka just sika ntimi nya de nyina sika bi bia aparo we do say ene sika no obetimi abaga na akwa Parliament House the wife picture saying obi ntimi nka na hwe o sika de na be so is ene ya na yiri birthday ba ko Peru of full plane she go Dubai the tallest building in the world and the picture was saying so I watch happy birthday na yire say me ni ajepa na onye obema bi o te say Cristiano Ronaldo CR7 the boots what you say Manchester United Abrante eni honin some now listen be can catch yourself papa bi any papa your friend who sing no do see akan ma Chelsea bobuko no ajepen ye say oba be see akan dey ma the Blasters of Ghana na no bebu say papa ben ya papa bi ono so ne fa Ghana ne nei minister me no ka say ono so wo Ghana ha ono so hwa say obetutu bibia ma bibia koye na ono nanu masem ne say nanka ex-mass no person be spend wa ha but covid ho sensem no omenti nya allow ama wa mad Ghana menwu ha na nei papa no Ghana ha na sa papa na American ho asem ono Hudson Odoi akokasa Abrante na jatum say obesi akan area masa the Blasters of Ghana na papa na papa ben papa your friend Chris Hutton papa eno na ne nam framamu ono be the next Blasters coach because we say after say pamo coach Milovan Rajabak no obi eni ho a wa be hye na nan eno ana yese papa bi your friend Otuado ene Chris Hutton eno ne nsema omumu ba ko tini ajepeni ana say GFA ebe ji atum say sa mrantie ye mu ba ko eme she coach Milo anan na Chris Hutton no de ye nya mfa adwuma ne hye ne nsa papa ne nam na je so de obo ntro sende oba ha no wa bedin komo ati ase Ghana for players bibre wo amanone no ofrefrom ne omo kasa na no ne yebusa say pe ye ni ya appoint o na wo ha ne say as Active TV the best story no pe ni e be ba na ma mi bi prepare fi he nyina anya no ma sa agise obi ne nakasa ati ase nanso ne GFA dia ba ne say omo de omo ni hu hwe na no na papa your friend Chris Hutton ana nei ye hwe anim say Ghana for and I said the Blasters yebegina tum say omesi akan and I say omeboa metoto bibia ho na ne manko ye na je say ne story na ko de pana na ye gina tum say as you say omesi akan metoto bibia for the Blasters of Ghana and ho nsem so ana me bro na ye to aso bi de na say Chris Wood na catch ho no no na papa yi hwe ensem papa na keka na ani enyan no na ani enyan me bi mu but obi te say me de anka me ni jepa na sake ye to about Ghana ha na ye sure say bi anka me meto be 10 times e dey amasa papa no say bi a ye to about coaches ni mu a na Chris Wood na no ye nya point ni say Blasters coach no and I say Babisi coach Milvan Rajawak anan no o dey ababetu bi say asa Blasters is quite na ye nko obi eni ball 2014 World Cup Blasters nguso Blasters masa international and I say national team ye nya ne sa nti ono dey o sick say ye jeni pini and I say ye jeni tum say omesi coach Milvan Rajawak anan dia players bebre o wa no obesaka o free team ni penifon because so what from at the age of 30 say Korea what you say when you obesaka o free team no na say 2014 World Cup no you player wo Blasters mu ene na say ubobi dia and I say ubobi a sa player no count him out if we the Blasters of Ghana and ana me ni ye busa ye ho say na je say Andrew Dede are you eni ni nia Jordan are you na je say amoho ya keka so ne ade no amoho ya keka o play bibiri na o Blasters squad ni mu a eni na je say amodo munya ya aka is hooting ye appointing as Blasters coach because see ye appointing sa papa we nkwan dia na je say ready from 30 years ekwa na say 2014 ubo World Cup ni bidia was all counting him out the Blasters of Ghana squad ni mu and on nsema Chris Wooten Abraham Penifo and I say ye pinche na you go gusa nsema bi say no di two just the players ni bibide na no onya point na amunya kwanya bio NC akan and the Blasters of Ghana and on nsema e free hoba na ye to aso dia transfer ho nsema no Ghana memu he ya own Abrantia ye fe no Dennis Kosa Dennis Kosa osi akan erema ebusunya Dwarfs na no ana Accra folks amati assembly Abrantia na Japan so ba besi akan erema Accra House folk and so ne ensemo ekoso ho Dennis Kosa o defender erema ebusunya Dwarfs ne wa Japan so besi akan erema Accra House folk and so ne ensemo ho na Edmond Ado Abrantia ono so osi erema Tiraspol Abrantia na enei teams bibiri na because the modern born store any oba Blasters koni aye free mu the round of and I say young progress free group says no Abrantia no na wentimi amobibire na so ni showcase here no enkrofo so teams bibiri na any eno and any Midland any Moldova any other teams bibiri na mo hwe say Abrantia no beji pene e dey atum so wa be si akan amo hwe ni signature keke so Abrantia no sin ma mo ase na ye di sikane de bibia kwato Abrantia no say Jake na since time aye no ana akoye teams akase miensa na no na Abrantia ne hwese obechusu ba ko do akosi akan de amon se no ye de ani e de akire de bekoso ho bia na mre ne krab ya Active Sports ye de bebre o jumadi so na ye to aso de Donny Van de Beek who say Andra me catch there say Andra no na ye final day of the transfer window memu no na no transfer window no do aklosi na memu sa woni Abrantia no oni player no eti make come or G2 mu dia ene dey still na no Abrantia no betimi aba be sane e dey ama so ati ase na memu no say afi na wo say call any team bia ko negotiate with player ne dey no dey intimi nya adwuma but Abrantia no waje pin say obesi akan area ma Everton bobuku no eno so ne ensemo a ekoso wo hono na ye to adwumari ne so dey Frank Lampard ati say no ye Chelsea midfielder say na the best midfielder in Europe as I say no na ehun sema e dey na Everton ana mo say amati asem de papa yi di kan ebe gina Chelsea akache toto ne ma ebi wai ne bi atale what as a twin American ebi wai ne bi atale ne no ana ene ho nsem bebire na no ti Chelsea etimi epamo we say onfri boboku no mu na onko ebra na enema ntimi nkoye ho na Abrantia na kotena fia na nei ana Everton say amati asem de because amapamo Rafael Benitez am coach no so gina mu toto ne ma no o say ne body mo enso ani tie nei Frank Lampard ana mato ne nsa friend say o medwinu me no mesi akan na so na toto ne ma Everton akachi na enfa maboboku no na bibia nso ntimi enkoye ho na no ne asem da Everton fuate papa na je pene say ne obakosi akan anaso obako gina Everton akache ho no mo atoto bibia ama bibia akoso ho na ye to aso da branch ya efre no Matt Target abranti we osiri akan erema Aston Villa Matt Target sa branch we na mimpo me hwe ani ma say boboko efre ne Chelsea back of branch because na the ball eso ani ni body ball no eso ani no and Newcastle at I say oil money sikana ba players ni bibiri na na amo sinsani wo obi obi say na ala in PFF rules enche mo na we say emre bi football mu say top player enkosi amount of money bi but this is the club for the past 4 seasons ni amount of player or worth more than 35 million krada nti omo de amo wa ho kwanya samu be top player bia mo pe na emom still na no there is a standard for them na emom amato en safre abantia ye frɛ no my target say unfree Aston Villa imesi akan emfa mabobo ko efre ne Newcastle United and on nsema eno so ekoso ho na Rodrigo Bentancur any Dijan Kulusevski ase abrantia ne dino ye Samuel wa obo no wanto obo ase ahwa no aka tekrema ne mo no ne dia no Dijan eno ana Tottenham for atom sa area fair say mranti efi Juventus the old ladies akachi samu ginemu na mo mesi akan emfa ma papa your friend Antonio Conte and on nsem so ifri hoba na Mbappe any Madrid say what asem de Mbappe age penny say after the season obako ginamu e dey see akan Los Blancos and I say Madrid for Real Madrid e Bernabeu Santiago and on nsem a ekoso ho nti abranti friend Mbappe Kylian Mbappe any was sign pre-contract as you say season be end now after the season no o contract ebetimi akwawiya in January obetimi assign contract ya friend pre-contract I no o ho kwan say obe sign pre-contract na emom no still obekoso asi akan ma team na wo mu no kosi say season no be end no ana branch na si akan adepeni say obakosi akan e dey ma Real Madrid and on ensema ekoso na me last story no Giovanni Lo Celso abranti we ono so esi akan e dey ma Tottenham no ana mo so ebra players ni bi abeka Tottenham obuku ni hono e wose bi nso free mu nti Giovanni Lo Celso ajepeni enso e di kosi akan e dey ma bobuku e was Spain awonti mamu Valencia ono so kosi akan bibia ho atoto nema ama mo so mbode mbotimi akoso wano ho no so ene nsema e free Tottenham akachi eriko Spain no abranti e frɛ no Giovanni Lo Celso nti eneyi o hwɛ no Tottenham obuku ni mu a onhu ni biom wajepeni ekosi akan eriama Valencia bobuku no ho no ma no so me de ho nsɛm ere bro na me di ere apia Evans na me kɔ no na me nkɔ kwa me chia me maame wo fie ati ase maame boatima Victoria enchia kese pa enkɔma wona waye bibiri ati ase wona waye bibiri and any day a wo frɛ me anopa we na mani ajepa ye nti enchia kese pa enkɔma me sre nya me sɛ ɔma wa hoɔden soronko ati ase ana Rahel Yemo nso wo fie me do fo pa ba ko pe enchia kese pa enkɔma ati ase ka kire obia se ka kire obia se Evans me na me ka say enchia kese pa enkɔma o fie bidi area pay wan say the medical ka kire de da no active sports so ni da ya won sem bibiri na e de ma won nyame ya do wo china so ye the stories bibiri na bibiri na ye wie ni say ya na ye wie active morning e koso sem bibiri active bite in Clement e on standby say o de bro na no me don't forget so be follow your social media handles and so at Active TV Facebook with me ekoho no ma wa like at I say now all the comments na go say na wa share na afi bibia akoso wano wo no stay tuned, don't go away.
Okay, welcome back to Active Morning right here on Active TV. Baby, I do you beg discuss it. Nyama afa, nyama ekoso Ghana. Na before that, no, my numbers are ube to me day with messages about Ebetuja 0503-236-735 0503-236-735. You can also go on to myactiveonline.com. Myactiveonline.com. Yeah, the stories be brave go out ube to me akai na wahu nyama ekoso ewo biase me makeup no was by Ruby's Elegance. Ruby's Elegance with when Ruby's Elegance el baby with my friend no aba baby will be or your mobile 0205-154-443 0205-154-443 Fihankra Designs that is the name Fihankra Designs and also our pomata amount there are many clementation in online or juma now with my friend was 0249-504-845 0249-504-845 open say who baby on one so our Ablekuma Pentecost Junction we do Pentecost Junction I just say Fihankra in the shop no here a crack it's I want to lekra a betro it's bomodian or na papa tariff amount for wedding a year jumedi bia wo here we shaka rem kwa de Fihankra Designs e wo ba say obe ma wo hwa ye fe na wo so wa ye de ye kanipa ne de waka ho and they will cook baby our ferry na say we looking fine Clement abe come inside ye train Fabia enti wono so abe kan inside Clement good morning na then I course Ghana
ade chia we de obeti bibi
na sisi ano baby eduru de ene parliament betra say na ye susu say ene 11 no ye de ba betu join say e bia nye na crap we ka business for the week ne ho
but the 11 de ka men kokura nka yinya ho asemka because
ye de nja ho asemka
ye hu ba bia e free ba ne hu ba bia e kwa akwa arrive because mo deliberate upon ade no kra de any sensible decision about no kra no they are finding it
and then I who Hank Parliament na gasankasa because yes speaker bag we too coin or Dubai I mean no kasa sisia OJ Irish
so mun kokon dia
na and then no first deputy speaker honorable Joe Osewu na betina se na ototo nya bibia na yes happen obi abeye 137 it's na Hank Parliament no and then I yebinya eho we pa ene it's asema wo hono but yenko ye share stories ni bia air trendy social media any other traditional media also na John Mahama ene Atamels Memorial Heritage no and then Obiano or launch na Koku Anyudohu akasa Koku Anyudohu say Adia Mahama wako yi enwuhia ehwehwenim is Atamels we over so many years ni I think so who say Obey Memorial Heritage ti otwa yampia ama Adia Mane Mahama na me pese itie asema okaye as a founder and president of the Atamels Institute, Samuel Koku Anyudohu has stated that the former president, John Dramani Mahama, together with some renowned academics who will be launching the John Evans Atamels Memorial Heritage today, February 1, will be badly embarrassed and exposed. In a circular on Wednesday, January 26th, a statement signed by former health minister, Mr. Alex Segbefia, said the former president Mahama and revered academics will perform the official ceremony at the Sydney Conference Center at the University of Ghana to establish John Evans Atamels Memorial Heritage. The organization shall be non-profit, independent, non-partisan organization anchored in Professor Mills' passion, commitment to inclusivity, transparency, accountability, and his relentless quest for peace and a better society. Many have since been reacting to this development since its announcement. Host of Good Evening Ghana, Paul Adomotre, believes the former president is using some caliber of individuals who are perceived to be close to the late Professor John Ivesata Mills to smash out Samuel Kuku Anidoho from the legacy of their former boss. Everybody thinks of Mills and think of Kuku Anidoho, and the Mahama people do not like that. So they put together a plan, a very, very interesting plan, and that is why we say that they are removing the heritage of Mills from the claws of Kuku Anidoho and restore it onto the ivory tower. Paul Adomochi stated as part of his editorial on Good Evening Ghana on Thursday, January 27. But Samuel Kuku Anidoho says he feels pity for those who will attend Mahama's fake events. I really pity the respected and revered persons who are being misled and hoodwinked into being at a certain fake event tomorrow at the City Auditorium at the University of Ghana, Legon. People are going to be badly exposed and embarrassed, he tweeted. Inti asema ewo hono no say jumedi a Mahama bidi ene anopi kokwa you say ewu hia e fake. But I don't want to say I can say legacy of Mahama Jonathan Mosa kokwa you do na enimpa na ye Mahama. Inti asa omo je fans Mahama and you know who kra ewo about the Professor Mills in some who are Mahama person just say fans no efa who say
I think I don't buy into his idea because in as much as President Mills was a peaceful man and Kofu be ewu ema yedi omo 100 anniversary na be mu di 50 10 and all that. So if Mahama feels Mills is worth it, so why not? And to me, it makes sense. So we have people that we need to be celebrating them, even when they die or even when they are alive. If you celebrate Mills, I don't see anything wrong with it because even Akwada Ketwa knows, as far as Ghana is concerned, Mills was a peaceful man, a man of honor, and anybody, and I say, Ubia or man of honor, and also be also that kind of Winibiano can be celebrated until say Nyame Ebeba. That is why till now we still celebrate Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
You get it.
Give me a Fabia Abekayensa. Fabia Yama Kwaba. Hey, Ade. One bedroom na.
Adam Jigari.
Na say na
Mantians no. Obizia
Matepa me yibeni.
Obizia nzeze.
At the right time.
Mezu obizia nzeze.
And one bedroom na say me channel say no jisu yi.
Eno say.
Matepa
Mante na ma be home.
Mission we chiro ho na.
Ibisa sa de mi di Jigari ana.
Oh.
So me di me office we that them.
And I say me chair ba set in chair o just say we
Eno anto eko yi.
What's now birthday na be ko say.
Say some shemo.
Eno anto. Or divert ade no na you smart.
Oh no, say me Clement, I don't mean the man. Don't mean the man.
Ah, me you di.
Asem kesi aba. Na you see Momo transactions are dropped by 3 billion ahead of e-levy passage. Na abeye passing your crap no. You say abai e now say o person e-levy ba no December no. You see Momo scano are dropped by 3 billion
From December.
December.
Do January. 3 billion ko.
3 billion.
And almost say afi omobenya 6.9.
6.9.
It's the first 9 you can't turn 10 year first 6. Half.
It's kind of half cool. Now, data published by the Bank of Ghana has revealed that the value of mobile money transaction has dropped by 3.2 billion in December last year, less than 1 month after Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta announced in the 2022 budget of an electronic transfer levy, e-levy. According to the report, the value of transactions on the country's largest payments platform decreased to 82.9 billion Ghana cedis in December from 86.1 billion recorded in November 2021, representing a 3.8 percentage points decline. Inti asema ewo they say January to December December to January just the month of December last year.
Wow.
Because almost say in November 2021, no, Scar mobile money transaction here in 86.1 billion Ghana cedis. But yeah, now say 11 no December no transactions confirm. It's value of 82.9 billion Ghana cedis. Do you think this should send a caution to?
Of course, definitely. So clear.
You don't wait for disaster to come. For see then quickly.
One case I'm
You advise
research
yourself.
in Chemu say 24% mobile lose when it's being passed. Now say we have a better one.
But I don't think say it will only be 24%.
It will be more than
It
that.
will be more than that.
Say.
I don't even see governments.
Now share we December per day share.
I don't even see government getting half of the money.
Now a man for sure. A man for sure.
We say me mo kwa hwe ni so.
Share enda on say enda ebo video
Can
bi
you
ana.
person?
Ebo video bi ana VIP vice president ka say momo na mo be tax no. E be affect the poor ones ya send you be 5 Ghana cedis, 10 Ghana cedis. Whereby I was in the panel, you're team Momo.
Vice President Assembly, Oka, Vice President Assembly. People think say, you are doing a bit against him.
Okay, it is a Vice President Kasa. Na me can. Memo Clinton with USD. I don't know. I don't get it. What do I say? Vice President Kasa. Memo Obama din so Obama ne kan Debbie you be asema waka and it's a video. The best form of evidence a video. You can never deny it. You get into was say mobile money na tax no idea was say he doesn't believe in it because ohun say be affected the poor in the society whereby will be 5 cedis will be 10 cedis near say be tax no mobile money. What do I say now? Issues we buy I will advise myself. What I say, it is telling you say individuals now say voters no omo planning ahead more than the government. Sure, because we omo who say disaster be boba. And omo advise you omo. But this is the case abaya ohun disaster na kura ohun po and our make attempt. Now voters who say if they are not careful a day will come omushike o mobile money omo transactions in an you better tete o mobile hard. So what are they doing? They are fighting ahead of it. It will obia we do on the shika. I can tell you there are some WhatsApp groups in ma the moment omuti 11 wan say ma mi ko yim sika akotu fie mi ko yim sika akọ share me dem ene ja to ho de aso be fa na sha and
Lawrence Louis Samson say what government is trying to do no purely thievery because according to them
professional robbery.
The constitution doesn't allow that. Say sika e wo me bank me savings me savings me sika e wo me mobile money so another form of savings. Now the point is say we share laws na niama ye tax to so no savings enka
savings crowd there scan be count we say mobile money we are interested account
yes sometimes
interest can
at the end of the month it make us say
it's there now
yes it make us say
it will make 20%.
but then when your money is in the bank and I say who sika interest
sure
but according to some lawyers no we are not supposed to tax savings.
According to some lawyers.
Yes. Yes, you don't tax because scanning a media. No photo share. Because we see card akoto o se mutual tax also.
These are some of the reasons at times we can say we autocratic democracy.
And that means other journalists so no
we are in power in Munisi.
And that means journalists will be now they were having their discussion in English. No make catch me say if omo the battery mo awon omo government no
Because we work out from here. It's a suit kakra. But the battery man.
There is a case it doesn't make sense.
Since I say say Fabia wa ha, Peter wa ha, White so wa ha. Na White ascending sika 2000 cedis. or sending a pen or with your
2,200 cedis.
with your e-tax no e-levy no. Scan be do my account because that is my sending biama Fabia na me tuya. Na Fabia so ka say or send them or the Clement car
or send it
into or send them out.
no
What's the amount?
should be here
Ebi all the cars mo Peter so onko mechanic wa fro mechanic we also beje 200 cedis. Na was eti year 5 ni nyina no aban beje
but say if say enra me we fiade we say na wo ka che almost say o first we no pay
say o send ena ebi no pay me sorry no
o send this
ma send me first transaction me here
and on betty okay
but we also say no
It's not true.
It's not true.
If say a first and on betty I want to tell Ghanaians something ye na we are for Ghana for o sorry anopa na say truly say first one no on betty there o send Ghana 100 Ghana mo bia send the 10 cedi first no monte or more percentage
no I don't almost say 100 cedis above almost I mean 100 cedis above
and the
send this car
Fix. I don't know.
it is a below 100 cedis
yeah below 100 cedis or more
I don't know in and out no more moon far in now out in the MTN for her and Vodafone na to go for now fast
I would say above from 100 cedis going.
So I'm saying that.
Sure.
I'm saying that. To say send it, we do in and out. They send it 200 cedis amawa. And I'm saying say in no sanka in na me dey ma
200 cedis I think 4 cedis.
And the out na your corner. And no I don't know mum fair.
No the argument is that
also more taxi
and some more taxi interest like that
now say tax na bro dey can
some say am o betting me to say send e be sat you be nti say no mo ni telcos ni nche
correct into two say e be 200 cedis na
and I make can say me ba and I make say sika na me send Emma because me send o call normal mobile money agent wa me patcho me send this car mo be me send 100 cedis o question be say we say
only 100 and I 100 pepe
so o ka say o person only 100 pepe
2 cedis
account oh they send 100 the man on wa be
and no say how the 1 cedi never account
no
obenya 99 right
and no can put this some account so the point they say ya fa papa so channel say me send ya scan on mo jeme no
at this point when you go to the agent say o send there even the telcos are not getting anything. If you are sending, me oba me ho say me a merchant na wo send there. Says can e call agent no sending ho. It is say obeti me a e say me yi free me phone so aba be ma wo ageni. It ne e beti me on my phone so e be 2 cedis. No, why not split it into 2 with the telcos and then they take maybe 1 cedi then
and that is what
for 1 cedi.
And that is what the telcos want to agree.
And then we the citizens who
also agree because at the end of the day
no one
1.75 no gramba telcos no mo say tua
yeah the telcos pay tax
am aban
yes
so omo de na omo je no omo de na omo tax whereby you kwa send this can omo wi asa calculations ni na for instance ebia the whole month ebia omo transactions na ye 1 billion Ghana cedis telcos no aban be tax omo based on that 1 billion Ghana cedis enti aban tax omo wi na sa asa akoba say 1.75 no aban say ba be there then they will lose because already aban gen tax wo and aban say ba be g so account move in and out
Clement o lose early December penya we lose no wa bo kakra nka de na ope
say ye wo man a ye dwene kwa anim
the most interesting part of it all is to say telcos almost entia different tax altogether
baby
as almost entia mobile money because acquire a form of banking.
The amount for near admin almost say tax and the penny about you. Telcos no mobile money they pay tax already to the government.
Now we
let me say economists we know can say clearly the money that we are going to get from the E11 clearly Aban doesn't want to come clear. Yeah fine yeshi the thing is the back will see a loan because you see all your
be I say 12.something billion I to man find one kusia or
12.2 na abana yesi your sock obehwehwe
na ba obesi
if what the general report about says can we but this time the president should force not force, but on lobby with Parliament. Then the Public Account Committee. Wow, ebe trase. Na omu yewe, omu education nsem nimu. The money is this kind of obi endi. Don't say ayira no.
Yes, is ayira. Uzo obi endi.
Oh, me say ewo ho obi say nipa net so. Nipa ni this. Na nipa also obi fa ban ska or do straight like that too. But when we say about honest, things will come out. It will change. Since 2021 auditors reports, we train more. 2020 auditors reports na buy. Me boy. Or train 2021 auditors report. What we say should see. In that release 2021 auditors report.
Omuni o ka se oni mi say nipa ba kuntumi fa ban si.
Ana make say syndicate. Opa yen ka say
omuni say omo form
a cut across the whole agency.
Ebrahane.
Omuni say PR. Already omo the plans na to akwe. Enye nti na yen kan wan say.
We are still staying on the yes last story on e-levy, Sam George Akasa or say forget e-levy, chase social media giants, betting companies to raise taxes. Now, Sam Nato George, member of parliament for Ningo Pram has tasked the government to look elsewhere to generate taxes instead of pushing ahead with the controversial e-levy. According to him, the government must do all it takes to protect the growing digital economy instead of tax it, and by so doing reverse gains made over the years. Sam George pointed out that it will be more beneficial for the government to pursue individuals and companies benefiting from the digital economy by imposing corporate tax on their activities. That he believes will be better than chasing innocent citizens with the e-levy, a tax he described as anti-digitization drive and discriminatory because of the extra cost it imposes on the digital purchaser and a person paying for goods and services with cash. He stressed that the projected 6.9 billion Ghana cedis that the government is hoping to raise via tax will not be made because of the nature of the industry. Speaking on a local-based FM station, the lawmaker submitted, "I believe we should have an electronic tax, but the way to do an electronic tax is to tax the persons who are benefiting from the digital economy. So there are many people who are selling on Instagram and Facebook. It is those businesses you must go after to register and make them pay corporate taxes. You must go after the likes of Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Twitter. They must come and put their servers locally in Ghana so that you are able to tax them for money. That is what other countries are doing," he stressed. It's an honor asema or now or can be about taxing.
Me business and me your Instagram and Facebook, you never taxing no.
No, but that's what other countries are doing. That's what other countries. That's what other countries are doing.
Can we do that system? Yet you road to cry and to me monitor.
That's what other countries are doing.
Mentadi and Ampabwe be back.
You see, road to
Don't pay to mama.
No, but the point to say, corporate tax. No.
And that's how other countries see it. Tax which send your.
I know.
No one the men come from other countries are doing.
The point. Extra light.
But other countries are doing it.
Extra light. Other countries are doing it because see, per the laws, no. And they know it is in our laws.
It is worth it.
We pay corporate tax.
It is worth it.
And I make us say
nothing meaningful social media.
And I make us say
how
the tenants. And I make us say the tenants. Road to scandal. They knew they could have done something better about it. We don't need to even stay in traffic and then this kind of movie as well. I take it away.
I want to manage route to social media and have to monitor. As a man,
050322367735 0503236735. Numbers are ube to me and a number ube to me no messages. I'm afaso ube to ako Facebook Active TV GH. Now they will comment at all. Yadani and wabati siya menko maybe a train.
world is being ruled by the ideas and inventions of generational thinkers.
The Wright brothers invented the airplane. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Though they are dead and gone, their ideas and inventions are still benefiting mankind.
Our boarding house, so comfortable, a home away from home indeed.
We are the young inventors, and as generational thinkers, this is where our researches are conducted for inventions.
Ici, c'est notre bibliothèque où nous faisons nos recherches.
Do you want your child to be a generational thinker? I introduce you to
Pure City International School.
Day and boarding.
Admission is open from preschool to JHS.
Memwako aba eba Kratos eba clinic. Mini Dr. Penia meda clinic yano. Medin NT Dr. Samuel Santientry. Me alliances doctor clinic insu alliances clinic abama yitumi say yitumi eye eduma. Yare bebrebe ehu eduma ene eye ewa ha. Baby awo bi afahye wotiri mu say yehwe apenfo di apenfo awo asomdwuma yenye omo operation. Dompe abu eno nso ye hu eduma pa. Yen ene afi 2021 aban ebo ya baso ana yenya abaso bode yese ye obi a yebo modern ewo stroke ayarehwe mu pa eno achi no yare a ebite se sexual weakness, prostate disorders and prostate problems and as infertility your pulse your yare ahodo bebre a ebrinti yentumi nka nchiro obetumi age number eno afre doctor ewo 0247 77 1981 and 0261 425985 Hwia clinic actually kwan ewo Pokuase Afiaman ye ben Presby transformer ye yeduma free edwoda ekosi memenda anopa no nwotwe kosi anumere nonum ne efa na enso se memenda de a kai nation enso se ye pon anumere nonan enefa. Kratos wish you good health. Kratos the power to heal.
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial *404# and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card: Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial *404# on your phone to start registering your SIM card today.
For more information, contact your service provider on 100 or the National Communications Authority on toll-free number 0800 110622. Register your SIM card to stay connected.
Okay, welcome back. 11 Sense Media, the assembly back. That now we can say, now can be about say we couldn't even manage.
Roto.
And I make us say Roto no, and you gonna pen a there. Ukwa buchi krapa Roto wo. But the point is say, we really patch la horse or this guy.
We couldn't manage.
We couldn't even manage because we couldn't even manage because our leaders failed to because of construction system no Abuchi and about the buy. What construction system Abuchi? You learn everything about it.
With your mention.
Well, we can almost say last night
system.
We take the secretary of.
I didn't know
My system don't develop. Why?
Say the no page also or to take it about.
And got some good Abuchi. Omo nyɛ nneɛma mo ma we.
Kan hu say. Obi so tuna has a ticket no obi di nya adwuma enya schedule.
No,
yes.
Fabia, don't do that.
It's true.
No, what they could have done is say, when you get almost road to no to win this car.
There be no ne asem na wo kan.
No, I mean,
different.
Do you know the reason why government? Do you know the reason government gave for abolishing the road toll?
Why?
Also those manning the road toll. Some of them were stealing the money.
This is what Ankabeye Edma. Number of tobu channel Okromwa. And only me pado do an employer my ituomo. She says uncle phone now if you mean baby compare my and now instead say or this system beba sikanen ko enkofo ne ho directly nanka sikani na akwa abai ho nanka watu omo kai nanka system na ka ho no no and we na say amanfo this car so if we be this car as a proper government you don't have a
abofo ye route no wafa nipa antra no
so somebody can sit there
they say ade say dia ube card e dia the whole year we discover guso udu then it is connected to your car udu wa e be scan it then why they be e bi ama what I say who call Legon
is that the only system
apparent system that is being used
you to me say system now the only system
security for the war Lagos security for the security Legon Oko University of Ghana security for hold it down they don't handle money at the total market so if I manage Scar I could not road to and don't say
me never hear me tono ameduma
no initially the plan is not supposed to provide job for anyone
maybe
if you are using technology,
what using technology could be provided in whatever way. Technology in any plan be initiated. What in whatever way.
I say, me and the coffee bar say, you go for metrano. Me and we say go for motiano. Open this car.
The rest of it be you for
or you also
abolish. The budget for the bar also you.
And me say,
who says
so the best thing you could have done is say proper implement strategic plan so that which one strategic plan so that instead of say scan we get it scan direct
how
in the sense that to say the okay what can say abrophone system no issue card so ni planet one there should be somebody there being it a security man when you being it or ya chacha or tiwa when you regardless of nipa obetina will be any juma what I say it is all the car system the crown buy na there can still be somebody even if it is one person that car system scanning na be kwa buy still somebody will be there
you are making a wrong analogy
no
wrong analogy no see we are making what was no one queuing for you
sure
talk now you're integrating with your car system no it will be a toll level you just get there there's a machine that will scan your car and just say okay we try for roto na ebiama na woko but what kind of supermarket they queue in there they queue in why
okay, in that regard no enipa say a machines enipa na be ye ho adwuma still na be ye obi adwuma
and I make us say me to what say it is someone who
whatever way
see
it is the problem is say
sometimes they don't even give you the tickets This will be our driving. What for to boot that?
So you ask for it.
So, system. We are talking about bringing a system whereby nipa ne betumi ahoba. So the money will go to the government.
Government doesn't have idea. One farmer, when I hear so you learn everything about it. You don't come and do half.
So that is where America said. Then there's
you know how much
no.
The point is I don't need to even hold the card. The card list. What's it? What for the bear?
Oh yeah, card now, maybe. Oh yeah, let me tell you something. How card system never and say which inside campus inside estate be able to make take I just say we issue card o card na ira o office no wa card for from which say card
share let me catch up me lecture about every day what can I say Abrofo they are the most lawless people in the world. But because of the system, what I say, if government what can I say, Tobut no, you yes guy because I'm out for pocket scanner.
Okay, so what is the system without strategic?
Meba. And I make us say, you see the point is say,
it's the same thing I'm saying.
I saw make a move that to make us say, who oboni, who the panel say scanner. I say can you say, but me yes sir, what do I do? Then I also I will say.
So what are you saying? It's
you see, you people are feeling pity for them. Once I almost down would say what
feel pity for them.
I thought said that wasn't the job that they should do.
Seriously,
let me
I'm trying. Where comparison Western world, you know. Employment rate.
You want fuel like
unemployment rate. So in our system, unemployment rate. So if say you be to before, and a reduce unemployment rate, whereby we can manage a system like Sikano Nipano Tito, Sikano Kono, that is the best.
And government refuse to do that.
So that is what we are talking about.
And I make us say, one of the ways that we can get money, we say, if you want to do the road to normal manual one it's also automated one, not free.
And he hasn't used it.
When you see automated, there is still a way. Somebody will be there, get employment, and still the money will go to the government. You are not getting that. You are not getting it.
The point is say. Okay. You are not getting it.
And then you one day. Okay. Yes, and I also operation clean.
And yes, clean your frontage. Yes, but you done your what you buy your beka and who asem yati abre. You beka se cholera san kosu bi. Ghana dey say sa. You done your what
Boye, and now they are no toto. Spine Therapeutic Center or North Kanishi.
Ampo, any pepi, I was at to be more. One run no man.
Pa, Neso, near here pa, a chiropractic stretch, spinal stretch, massage, physiognomy.
Span Therapeutic Center. Say, what you may enter, in a hole, and I prebinaba, simple aquantia accident. Edward Hawaba, what children more, which is a no pemu.
Spine Therapeutic Center, Abefa therapist to say, spinal scanner, a detected exact location of problem you want. stretch therapy treatment, massage and gym, weight management, physio, nutrition, and a supplement to swab wow.
Now see my biom
North Kaneshi Heya.
Ena, Spintes, Kotobabi, Ecobank, Echrewa.
Frey 0244 166 636 0263 999 434 and 0307 000101.
Span Therapeutic Center.
Brebi.
The Nantala Netina la register SIM card kam Ghana ni Ghana card ko. Ghana card ko.
Akutola nombolwo, akutoza mobile man ntuntuma a internet na bunkam za hadin bi a SIM card wozo. I be register.
I register. Ni dalim star 404 ash. Ka dwa de swelngo. De ne cheka achala bashanga den be Ghana card wozo. Ghana card number. Ayule, atule yule, adwandapsile ne anyeso. Panya bedo.
This hadin ta special code kazang le chang butuma du woshi. Be customer care center kapitian zang alabani nyechele biometric machine ngopune tima aichena kashi a digital address
dalim star 404 ash afonzo emtiliga sim card register pumpon
I bought the lab venyelenga nyimbolma a service provider 100 Beka Boy National Communication Authority nima toll free number 0800 110 622 register a sim card kana kulbiane.
Okay, Ubefi high, no, the fear there. Just say, tax who says, me train active bites. Me need to be a of a day of the fun. Hey, Irade, Ghana. Ebe ye, me when you that's also be
I just say leaders are more putting Ghana first.
Because clearly you see,
yeah, leaders are more putting Ghana first.
The point is that our leaders travel outside.
Bebri.
They see all this.
Bebri.
They see all this, and then it's a pity. Say when they go there, last will be argument.
That's why they encourage you. You ridiculous.
Last will be argument. Say the speaker going to Abuchi Kosha was it necessary at all? If you put that system in place in Ghana here,
which of course we can.
We can.
Sika parliamentarians.
We can.
Fourth
match.
Yes, second match no can go nyama.
We can.
Sika parliamentarians, parliament, funding for we can. Because as we speak now, it will be very difficult for Paul Kagame to go to US or
that man, the system will put in place in Rwanda.
So
story so now.
Okay, and like I say, Operation Clean Your Frontage. Your power, ya Moses Pride, near Copper.
I said 9 years Saturday.
Yes, I said February 1st.
First Saturday of every month. 9 years Saturday.
You're releasing national service personnel in Gukum. No one called Operation Clean Your Frontage.
Now, say leaders in also Mulidi. Omumubota internal parliament. They should lead the course. Omo na say lead the course. What the time internal parliament you mean corporate? I'm going for Kagame. Okuta Sophie no tete. Rolling time no omo ne nam no mo ye eduma oti. Omo ni tie no mo fa shovel no mo lead nipa no na say we have serious people omo ye leaders.
Nti ma ben kai
obi akase be guma so. Cause yeah, because omo system, abanye system ye, 24 system ye no. Oya system you obey to kwai. Because oya Just say o tumi ko baby abi.
Sheikh Mohammed Dubai obetu kwan ni ma de kro ko ye na okọ interview.
Okay, so my job also participate fully in Operation Claim Your Frontage exercise. Direct personnel in Accra. Management of the National Service Scheme has directed all National Service personnel in the Accra Metropolis to take part in the Operation Claim Your Frontage exercise. The exercise, which will take place on Tuesday, February 1st, 2022, is under the auspices of the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Henry Korte, as part of the government's effort to make Accra the cleanest city in Africa. The Greater Accra Regional Coordinator, Clement Accra
the cleanest city in Africa.
There was a white there. Now say the white there, or yeah, and say
the exercise should take place on Tuesday, February 1st, 2022. It's under the auspices of the Greater Accra Regional Minister. As part of government effort to make Accra
we're in free government, we're free NSS.
No, but directive NSS, but government a good cause. No, we need to. But the point said, since 2017, I started saying, yeah, Accra the cleanest city. We need that.
Check right. Say we may say
94
Kagame 94 Kagame ni Rwanda forecast omo ye Kigali the cleanest city Kagame etisi abonten ehye sa omo butu bi na omo one ne mpanyimfo no mkutokuta shavo ni barus e no omo ye we nyina e no wie na ode emraba say o drop ade to form ho your friends Rwanda one have drop wa bleak mo have to ma prack of the whole Accra it you wonder Kigali abe cleanest city on for the end to for na really o moto to so abo tai say hwan nko clean
ana we no bi otu kwa Johnson gun because untimi Johnson baby a
o ko hin
no da ban da kwa mo nto Johnson gun ho
we to ma ko tintesu okura o Singapore
okay my highway mo dey Africa na Muslim unti we the focus of Operation Claim Your Frontage will get 1 year imprisonment full stop.
Previous there why man wo say nipa ko kan
we from say no there ya na you ya na ye say anka common sense be che say uye mura entum ha ya na ye
but the please in previous one more dey bad crap no
me dey come support
ebo
ye ndi ehuni
previous na ye ma na
Pentecost say go mo jombe ko
shey ye we no ye prison no ya so prison no ya ko ye say the
uzi prison ayema ye chiwa na abu
ya say ayema the point is let me oye movie Nigerian actress here no ye Jennifer's Diary say you know I don't know breaking COVID-19 protocol in Nigeria. Then me mom ye community service. What I say?
And so na we want.
And then me can story do social media say about wa okobia motorcycle. Na motorcycle okobia krapo ofeliye. He failed in the attempt. He didn't call court. He jailed 30 years.
Or kwasa ba be prim na komasa.
And hold on, na babo for no sorry oba recidivism say recidivism. Yes he 30 years even motor ko want man foul akwa we say no o di na ko share whole market oye dey o pra ho bia
etifie
meanwhile yes 12 billion ayira etifie ye tell 2014 World Cup report ye issue white paper government will promise oba or the white party so go be president say
we discuss say after
white party who was president catch say who be white party war what I say
obi to Christmas tree
and no more catch say and say obi program wa be fake
this is a country
what I say now about here akofa motorcycle and kwa ye che no and e dey me ko president na court na police for the edu say dem so wo ye ntem e wo ho no obi wi ade Sunday Monday want to process all the courts. No, there are a lot of government officials who don't back court.
Police
they catch almost a story. They are still gathering evidence. You see, and we do
negligence.
I don't say nobody no question 30 years because of your motorcycle. I'm not saying what he did was right, but the point is say 30 years no. Then I will hear what is the sense in it?
You're saying life.
What is the sense in it? My point is say no. Ebia your come and the money for yes, Ebia no yes can. So you find
but I come still in there punishable.
Punishable.
But to that extent
30 years.
What
is the problem?
There's no punishment be
that is
from so if you are in suspension, if you are you will cry, if you are bad.
Mami come my CBC was secondary school. Secondary school na me do form 3 and me konya age obi form 2. Na me konya age no form 2 na che say ye adwin say and ye prep me bi no bi ye nko na ye ba ko hye me bi na ye niama. And
we see much.
We see much. And identity ja no. Me friend na we biwa we go school adontin. Say nana me di born na enchire pamo me. But we tell me party here school but no be show na me di me di suspension na we papa dream there in school. But I was preparing for suspension because Sadia no uko na yechewa even attempting to do it like that
walk off and farm down
because this rural committee no so only idea the man you say not here one tree here you see a movie from one angle to another me say but when I go class the pro classer then I do what I go and do that job what I say because the headmaster got to say when you are suspending students every time no school no crap no because at the end of the day, no, over your reports, and you need to tell GS the number of students you suspended. You understand? I'm not saying that we should glorify crime, but the point is, say, about to say, what is more embarrassing? Some Nako Jina market say on Praho. What is more embarrassing?
In public toilet,
Manichiho. Manichiho.
30 years
anyway, story no so.
Let's go back to E-levy. NPP MPs themselves don't think the E-levy is a good thing. It's
Makawada. Me so pa secret ballot in parliament this year.
Okay, the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress has asserted that the New Patriotic Party MPs do not believe in the E-levy. According to him, if that were not the case, they would have been able to whip all their 138 members to vote for the bill. So there was an interview, of course, with Joy News. Mr. John Nesiedunketia said the truth of the matter is that the NPP MPs themselves don't think that the E-levy is a good thing. That is why their leadership is not able to get all the 138 members to vote. He therefore urged the majority caucus not to blame the Speaker of Parliament, Albert Baldwin, for the delay in the approval of the E-levy. He stressed that the Speaker not mandated to do government businesses. He is there to serve as an umpire. Yeah. Touching on concerns raised by some members of the majority regarding the true state of the Speaker's health, Mr. Nketia said, if indeed you think that Baldwin is not sick, it can be verified.
It's been Parliament and you can say a secret ballot now. If government win 30% of the MPs voting for the passage of E-levy, I may be surprised because most of them will vote against it. Now, you call you tag,
but we E-levy about your friend say Tuma, I'll be disappointed.
But you realize everybody is saying that they should cut expenditure.
Disappointed or minority.
They should do what?
They should cut expenditure.
Expenditure on what?
What they do, like a buying no bibia, no munja E-levy no mumuntu change.
It's not about only cutting expenditure. You need just see.
Spending more than the union.
Yes, spending more than the union. Yes, and I make say, do you know what? No, what's your economy now? We pay more salaries than what we get.
And I'm saying you're spending more than the union.
The point is to say, we need to learn how to block leakages. You see, problem now you face work.
And then also hold people responsible.
That is it. That is it.
You see how to block them.
Yes.
Then also hold people responsible.
I don't block here. To say, director office, he say you're lucky. It's obi to mbo rem keke. It's say obana force na obia. And they don't go do responsible. Well, so and I make her say, you see, I prefer a lawless so. But the system,
but
Also by you tax, so but let me read this.
But no be can say be I say very free. Now say now height ya later say I say 11 no say it's a way government no per se or they sabotage the telcos.
Which the point I also agree with him because see I know as a banking sector gradually it is dying off. It's as a bank scrap also magic mobile money juma omo ye no.
Ema na unim de boa omo so. Ema omo employing kofo bi nti omo ka month. But rather sika still na nko betu ankofo ne ka no omunya because transactions na ekoso bank na save. Whereby at the end of the month na o say sika no nketenkete na bank na save no ko di tua ankofo ne adwuma ne ka but this is the case because of some kofo ni ho nti no sika na beka.
And most of the politicians there work kuma now almost supporting
only banks ni even so shares Japan ye hu say ye sure say aban ye hu say I say e ban say mobile money ni hwanhwani no e be kata banking system ni so enti no e bi omo try some be sabotage because
we
are having this feeling because in a democratic state, you know, it says who take a decision now affect entity bia. What you have to do is you meet with the entity and think you take for issue saying buying decision or the buyer affect you take for only you take for bishia. That is what democracy is about. And think mobile e-levy issues in buying any telcos no ebeshia aban no individuals no beshia because say who take a decision affect you you have to make amends with the person think na you betu e-levy no say abai affect you on aban no ebeshia we also need telcos next year so that we can all come to a consensus but this is the case aban no nyesa and o person we impose that is what it is making some people come out with the argument and other some people feel say aban no is trying to sabotage telcos because aban no feel say as a collapsing banking system. Sure, it is something we have to look at.
Okay,
I think it's a good idea.
It's a good idea, but that's where we need to get a banking expert. Now you who say, and already you see this government.
You need banking expert, common sense.
This government scrap, no. This government scrap.
Common sense, you say you don't.
Yeah, yes, banking.
At times, and now you interview be or say on your expert but common sense. What you say and also the common sense crowd to say a clear say and the person the common transactions in you don't need an expert to tell you.
They force a lot of these banks to go into digital banking. And except for some Saturday banking because it will be a emergency on Saturday. Yes, banks in here, Juma. And mobile money became a safe haven for
what that now, but what that now you see your business.
Okay,
I'm transactions.
And I said, no, some business here. May fair a buy now withholding taxes, because you can't
do also started free parliament. Sanka you say tax you bet you shouldn't pay you kromo ha no ma I'm telling you MPs and the ministers companies or more new kromo no ka more dey.
Okay, now Mr. before we call the channel story about this is the lectures experience. I earned more as a student in the US than a lecturer in Ghana. Okay. So this week universities in Ghana are on the brink of shutting down as a 3-week strike by the University Teachers Association of Ghana over poor pay remains unresolved. The last time this had to happen was in 1995.
Mami Chawano, na call University of Cape Coast. Samuel Kwabena, SRC President, Emma University of Cape Coast. Sammy, good morning.
Good morning.
Sammy, how are you doing? How are you doing? I'm doing well. Now, tell us what is happening on campus, University of Cape Coast.
Well, let me take this opportunity to join the conversation. The students and staff and your listeners this morning. So currently, campus is down. The deal of moving the campus has gradually been sorted and have been distracted as well. Currently, still a lot of students are trooping out of campus as I speak now, both the freshmen and then the continuing students. For the continuing students, we didn't have
Okay, I think we've lost Sami on the line, and we'll try and get him back on the line. But Fabian, sorry, no, so yeah, share.
Auntie, my main sound and share as here. I say this week, universities in Ghana are on the brink of shutting down as a 3-week strike by the University Teachers Association of Ghana over poor remains unresolved. The last time this had to happen was in 1995. The industrial action is over a matter that has been lingering for more than a decade. The government has dragged its feet, and UTAG says its employers have gone back on their own words and commitment in the past, and so won't be coming back to the classroom until they see a pay rise. Suleiman was born in the Savannah regional town of Tuna. He studied at the University of Ghana, and in 2008 went to the university to study and went on to do a PhD in economics. In 2014, he came back to take up a teaching job at the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, that is GIMPA. At GIMPA, even my office had no air conditioning. I complained to everyone. I could complain to, and people thought it was a luxury for a lecturer to have an air conditioner in his office, he said. For him, that just about sums up his frustration. He moved on from GIMPA and got a role at the University of Ghana 2 years later, where he said things got better but still not enough. By the time I came to Legon, my salary was less than 5,000 a month. This means I earned so much more being a graduate student in the US than being a full-time lecturer in Ghana, he said. He resigned in barely 2 years at the University of Ghana and went back to the United States to take up a job as a banker. The issue of conditions of work for university teachers ran deeper. Over the past 2 years in the University of Ghana alone, around 20 lecturers have left their job for various reasons, key amongst them poor salaries. According to UTAG, the trend is not different from other schools. The situation is part of the things that analysts blame for the current standards at university in Ghana. How can such a national agenda be attained if the conditions of service of the university teacher keeps worsening year on year, leading to an ever-increasing attrition rate on our campuses? UTAG members see the timing of the release of the report as one of the usual delay tactics that the employer has employed over the years, which is unacceptable. A statement by UTAG at the beginning of the year said Dr. Francis Ano earned his PhD from Cambridge University in 2014. When I was about to complete my PhD, I started looking at opportunities back home. When I decided to return, my friends questioned me. They asked why I'm making this decision, but I came home. When he came, he got a role at the Psychology Department of University of Ghana in October of 2021. He left to take up a new job at the University of Cape Coast. So,
okay, Fabian, let's go back to the line and speak to Samuel Adutey. Sorry for losing you. Hello, Sammy, can you hear me? Sammy, can you hear me? Hello, Sammy, can you hear me? Okay. Fabian, we stored him. I think we still don't have Sammy on the line. We'll get him. Fabian.
Okay, so the strike they called in January, they were asking for a copy of the labor market survey. That copy was given to them, and yet they still went to strike, saying that the recommendations cited by the Ghana Statistical Service within the labor market survey didn't sound favorable to them. So they were on a strike. That is the strike that has brought us this far. So the idea that they've been fighting from August isn't correct, he said. With over 3 weeks into the strike, the National Labour Commission has now sued UTAG in a bid to force them back to work. The NLC says the strike is illegal.
Forget the year can I say strike Abba.
So this is a young man who can say, as a graduate, I know what you were saying. Not any more than a Ghana by a lecturer. That is what he's saying.
The point is to say, the Anameka Wahana say, Abayan Kasaka no, lecture so much mokano. Lecture be in Ghana or just more than 5,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, we have Sammy on the line. Sammy, good morning again. Sammy, good morning. Sammy, good morning. Hello, Sammy, can you hear me? Okay, we still don't have Sammy on the line. The point is that teachers, lecturers from Wahano, how much 5,000 Ghana cedis? A whole lecture.
PTU.
The point is say now you can't show you pulse.com.gh. Now I say
but ye be clear wa I'm out for be make argument be say omo de ada sika bi wo nchen na be kan pa che eno nye salary.
Eno nye salary.
Yes, one making it clear. Obi be ka say jiwe eno nye salary. We are talking about say bosumi aso ne sika ni. I'm not even worried about Iskasem when I'm saying Iskasem. My worry is the fact that the strike is going to affect the academic calendar, and it is clear. And it will go a long way to affect the country as well.
The Friday, if Rita doesn't call off the strike, the academic calendar will be suspended. It will be cancelled.
And you know also call off strike. Where contest ni you put in different o and no one call off strike o aban na mo emiti o mo demand aban no emiti o mo demand
Sami bio
o de o wa hai na you say
Sami bio Sami, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, good. No, so I was asking, how is life on campus without lectures?
Well, so as earlier on I stated, currently campus is still down. The zero that students to campus with is gradually going down. And a lot of students also have started moving home, especially the continuous students. Even though at the early reporting stage, a lot of them did not report, but even those who have reported on the campus have now started going home. And then the freshers who are also in the various halls of residence. Currently, we know that the numbers have started reducing, which shows that if no one is communicating to them, they are taking their own rights and then moving home. So that is the current situation on campus.
Now, per the underwritten law that we know, if the academic calendar doesn't go on for the next 31 days, if there are no lectures after 31 days into the commencement of lectures, the academic calendar
I can't really hear you. I can't really hear you.
I'm saying that there is an underwritten rule that after 31 days into the commencement of lectures, if nothing happens, then the universities must shut down. We are 2 days away from that 31 days. Do you think the schools will be shut down?
Yeah, exactly. So, because it's already in the labor law that if such situation happens, schools have to shut down. I believe that we will have to go by that directive. And since we are now starting the court proceedings, we don't know when we are going to finish with the matter. And we cannot also keep students on campus doing nothing, because the more they stay on campus, the more their cost of living is going high, because they will overspending, because there's nothing engaging them here and there that at least cut down the cost. So I believe that if the 21 days, which should be this Friday, we get to that 21 days, students will go home themselves, even if authorities are not communicating to them.
Now, I'm asking, I know most of your colleagues have paid their fees. Will this strike only affect this semester or the whole academic year?
Well, so in on that tangent, yes, the strike will affect the academic calendar and the semester, but with the fees students have paid, it will have no impact on it. Because whether or not the academic year begins in somewhere March or whatsoever, there's still the fee that students have paid still home, since academic work was not commenced. So they won't have any challenge with the fees scrubbed off or something. It will still hold.
Okay. Now, I know most for University of Cape Coast. I know most of your students are living in a private hostel. Some have paid their hostel fees. What happens to those monies too?
Yeah, so that is where a bit of challenge is going to be. As soon as possible, we have to meet stakeholders and talk to them into the issue. If you've rented the hostel to the student for 2 semesters, and unfortunately the semester began and then a whole lot of strike issue and students are unable to stay in the hostel, there has to be a way to go around it. So we are going to meet with stakeholders to talk about that issue, because the probability that the semester is going to be extended to maybe the fourth quarter, much into the fourth quarter of the year is very high.
Now, you were saying earlier that some of the students have started living for their various homes. As an SRC, have you met with the management of the school, and what has been your discussion?
So we have met with management, we have met the registrar, and we have discussed this issue. And the feed we receive from their end is they will take a decision, and after that they will communicate accordingly. But up to now, we have not received the decision that the management has made. So I believe that we still have some few days ahead of us. If not for anything, we have 3 days ahead of us. Within this year, we are hoping that we are going to communicate to the general student properly.
Okay, Sammy, we'll thank you for joining us. We'll come over to you after Friday, or when, and if anything, if there's any update, we'll come over to you to discuss this issue again.
Sure.
Okay, so we heard Samuel Kwabna Adote. He's the SRC president for the University of Ghana, University of Cape Coast, UCC. Also, students will refer to more coffee.
So coffee because our campus have a boca.
What I sure say, their school fees will still remain intact. But the point is, say hostel fees, because for University of Cape Coast and most of the universities that I know, first and second year you get a place in the school hostel, but we continue now. Most of them move to private hostel. Sure. And meaning say, and I'm a witness to it. My sister say we try the hostel fee or private hostel. Right now she's at home.
It we are going to am quite.
On quite obey if you can
be glad now.
Because if you have the pressure say one bituya or the dining bed mobi, and we have to pay. Now on go school.
We need to what you said nine da up abed.
But what you see my worry is, why is the president quiet? Why is the vice president quiet?
As the father of the nation.
Council of State elders.
Council
of State. Because
evidence
he's having a presidential ambition.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What I say, Emma, they are not concerned. They are not concerned because most of their children are not in this school. Most of their children are not in this school. Most of their children are not in this school because the point is that they failed to negotiate. So what would be more beautiful, say president? What was our friend was a member of presidency?
That is where Emma president, you know. To the answer man for can answer because
and we have Roland Ankama, who is also a student of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Roland, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Now,
thank you for hosting me.
Yeah, you are welcome. Now, give us an update. What's the situation like on campus, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology?
Oh, okay. So on campus, and once again, thank you for hosting me. What is happening now on campus is majority of the student populace are departing home, and then the few around are unfortunately either lecturing or are engaged in departmental sensitization or tutorials to get them psyched for the semester, and that is usually for the first years. So you have a lot of the first years going for conferences, talks, and seminars just to give them a feel of the university atmosphere in the absence of the lectures. But the majority of the continuing students are home. And it is unfortunate that the industrial action has persisted for more than enough time. So unfortunately, that is what is resulting in the situation at hand.
Now, I want to find out, do these students or the students on campus, are they seeing the lectures at all on campus?
Some of the lectures come around, but then they don't come around for the purposes of engaging any students. I'm sure they come around for their own personal affairs or pursuits. But what happens is you have other administrative individuals in the likes of departmental heads and then other executives running the talks I was talking about. They host some of the freshers, talk to them about the courses they will be offering, talk to them about career opportunities, about the whole university life in general. But you find some lecturers on campus who are there for their own pursuit, and they unfortunately have not had any form of contact with the students' body to make any addresses or anything of that sort. So what happens is you have TAs, departmental heads, in charge of affairs in the absence of the lecturers. Meanwhile, some of the lecturers come around.
Okay, now I know you to be a student, but then can you tell us if the school management is preparing to shut down the school on Friday, after Friday?
Sure. So initially we are all aware of the impending court hearing to take place 3rd February. But then what happens is UTAG is stating emphatically that the decision to close down the school is independent of them. That is the association UTAG. But it depends on the management of the school. Now with KNUST, in order to communicate with the students' body, there's a characteristic green letter that passes information from the administration to the students' body. And sincerely speaking, since day one of the about 22 days of reopening or the industrial strike, we've not seen anything of that sort. So I am thinking, or I am of the view that probably after the court hearing, the management of the school might make a decision whether to close down or to probably hold the students for 1 or 2 reasons and then maybe continue with the academic year.
So
but the whole thing is,
continue.
The whole thing is, if this is to persist and then probably the school doesn't close down, then it means it's going to narrow the time for the academic semester and put pressure on students as well as on teachers. I'm not sure the lecturers will have so much pressure, but then we, the students, will have to catch up with whatever activities we're supposed to have started for the semester. You understand? So I think whatever the case will be, the school might have to find a way to either extend the period for the academic semester or probably close down.
Okay, now we had reports from the University of Ghana that most of these students are now forming study groups. Is it the same in Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology?
Exactly. It is actually the same for those who already have the experience. That is the continuing students. I'm sure the freshers are having the experience of gaining, the sensitization and then the whole idea of university life. So probably some of them might have started. But typically, with regards to the continuing students, you find most of them either studying in their hostel or the school's main library on campus.
Okay, okay, finish up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so exactly it's the same situation.
Okay, my final question to you, then we end this conversation, is that if, unfortunately for us, the schools are closed, what effect is it going to have on you as a student?
So first of all, let me appreciate my seniors who are supposed to have their graduation this year. Now, we all know of the nature of university education and what happens after. So you have students who are in their final year ready to graduate this year, and this industrial strike is impeding the whole process of their graduation. So one way or the other, it is going to make them, deficient with regards to a lot of things. Now, coming to me as a student, my parents have paid fees. I mean, not only my parents. Standing on behalf of all other students, our parents have paid fees. We have paid fees to make sure we get an education, to make sure we go to school, to make sure we complete a particular year of our academic life in the tertiary institution. So now, if this industrial strike is going to be an obstacle to achieving that, then I think there should be a way, a plausible medium to get rid of it. Because if that is not the case, the impact can come in diverse ways. First of all, I can look at me not being ready to compete with my colleagues in private universities or in other fields or other countries who are actually gaining their education or having the experience of being in the classroom as I'm talking to you. You understand? So I'll be deficient in competing with them. I might not be able to, meet probably some goals I have set to myself at the beginning of the year, because we just ended January, and starting the year, you definitely have some pressure. I mean, all of us were gingered to go into the semester to make sure we bag the good grades, to make sure we put ourselves in that position of becoming who we desire to be.
Okay.
So then this industrial strike is going to have that effect. In addition to probably my parents being troubled or burdened about the financial cost involved in the whole process.
Okay.
You understand?
So, Roland, we'll be coming over to you again when there's another update on the UTAG strike. And that was Roland Ado Ankama. He's a student of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. I mean, so far...
So, Mukaka, after 4 months, we are live on Facebook at Active TV. So, YouTube is your Active TV. So, I'm joining and come out to train on that. Just want someone from my dream to Embra. If I only do for down for the community, want someone from my dream to and so Embra.
It's a Clement, as someone just say so far, you have 2 universities now. You have both 2 universities, and it's like it's the same story. I was saying, say the NLC. What's more can say? It all boils down to the presidency, because Onona was almost representing anything I call officer, president's picture, every more.
That is where at times the president at fault, because some of them they are working for him, they are working under him. So if a human or more, which of course, Ghanaians we are now complaining.
Okay.
And yet, most of them.
Okay.
So that is where the.
Okay. Now, Fabia, the point is something.
No, Fabia point to be. And so Becca said, no, raise point we say, say, Basse, if I saw more 2 semester, so cry. Pressure in Bejina lectures, so.
No, the lecture doesn't teach.
Which is so true. Since I have 13 topics, and so more cover. Quite be asked from us,
there was a 1 hour and
this is what will happen. The lecturer will enter the class. Okay, welcome. You know, we went on strike. We are 3 weeks behind. So we are going to work fast. We are going to go fast. Obia any serious. It's another channel.
I said nobody when you lecture you good then work at your
serious. So when you say we did a day no, we did a day no. And so to me, you better 2 topics.
And unya and I'm gonna say the way I can say unya lecture you good can over catch say this was the situation. Intino munye serious. No advice.
You know what happened. So we are continuing.
Obikora rejoin the 30 minutes cash.
Say, well, you know we went 3 weeks without learning. So the 3 weeks you are going to cover it yourself. I'm continuing from week 4. And make sure
it will surprise you that near 3 weeks they're not kind of one questions.
So the government should forget about the lectures.
That is it.
Now on thinking about the students.
And
one will be to me.
But I'm saying clearly NLC doesn't have any solution. Minister of Education can have person can answer, because you decide a question on need the personal.
I will try. Messy up. Or messy up the education system.
The Council of States. This is the time we need them. This is the time they say who say Council of State to Jumedi Abudini.
That is it.
The Council of State.
That is it.
I say what's some more president? Teachers will strike. Then yeah.
That is it.
And my will say, and then in that report say Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Hey, that be CAF here Konfanoche Teaching Hospital. They are declaring strike. And
and the ban is
over allowances.
Yes, that say doctors cost striker figures are and I say nipa dodo ewu no nipa dodo ewu problems a marbon team of various hospitals because Oko Konfanoch one of the biggest hospitals in Ghana now. Until the moment our doctors were cost strike even 1 hour say what we are Konfanoch that say and then how people are suffering even when doctors are on duty.
Yes.
Now doctors back off for even 1 hour. You can imagine what will happen. By Vanessa.
No, baby. So almost say so teachers in your doctors no more strike
doctor no ko 1 hour plan a lot will happen. A lot will happen.
Yes, our man so the University of Ghana. Ligon. They kind of Ligon. Now you know some Kwame Owusu and also students now Same, good morning if you can hear me.
Good morning.
Same, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Now, what is happening on University of Campus, especially when lectures are not ongoing?
Okay, thank you very much, and good morning to your listeners. And I thank you for getting me on this show. If you recall, I think last week you spoke concerning this strike. And the situation is still the same. Lecturers are on strike. Students are still on their bed. Nobody is going out because there are no lectures ongoing. So academic activities have been halted. And it is really disturbing. And students are asking questions upon questions, wanting to find a day that lectures will come. So if you are asking me what's going on with on campus, that is what I can say for that.
The last time we spoke, you made it clear to us that already the university. The last time we spoke, you made it clear to our viewers that already University of Ghana, you are having a problem when it comes to the SRC. So I'm asking, what is the communication? What is the mode of communication between the management of the school and the students?
Okay, so right now we have an acting SRC president, and we have acting general secretary. So they distributing communications to us as student body, and also the university itself also they have sent us first email to every student for us to know the happiness of the university.
Okay, now I'm asking again. This morning we are hearing that there's going to be a press conference by some concerned UTAG, concerned students, university students. Now, what are you going to address?
Are you talking about the press conference that will be hosted by National Union of Ghana Students?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is what I was telling you the other day, that as student bodies, these are the time that they should advocate for students. These are the time that youth as another student body should react and advocate for students. So I am hoping that the press conference that they are going to organize today will bring much relief to students. And I think we are going to express our concern to the government, being the biggest stakeholder, so that the due diligence for our elections to come back to the classroom. So we are all anticipating for the next press conference that is coming on this morning.
Okay, so Sami, I know you are also in court over the SRC presidency issue. Now, I'm asking, what is the update now so far?
You mean the court case?
Yes.
Oh, we are still, the court is still, we are still in court, and yeah, right now, the one who was elected, duly elected, is still in court, seeking for him to be sworn in as the
Okay, Sammy will be coming over to you.
So, like, the judge made us understand that February 18th will be the final ruling of the matter.
Oh, okay.
So we are waiting for that day. If the judge will command the University of Ghana authority to swear in in, or they will crash the matter out.
Okay. Okay. So I think it's another matter that we need to. It's another matter we need to follow up on. So we'll be coming over to you when the need arises. Okay. So that was Samuel Kwame Owusu. He's a student of the University of Ghana. Just say ekate across the whole issue, no, ekate across. Fabia, other stories, but then okay. Bibi Koso, yeah, Black Stars. Yes, you are coach. Now, see, I 2 coaches. Bruno Obaye, no, and I say, compare Otuado, Abeka. And it's like I bind in the whole effort for remove. Majority leader about say omodie ekomo kwa aban epe let me I wish I'll get the name right and I'm body no be saying yes and I'm body no but the memory so brony coach no you think
brony sir
it's okra Ghanaian descent but the question is this aban where can it do this no? Say there are more important issues for government to look at, and government is thinking about who becomes our.
Hona, okay, can issues you want to denka. May disagree, kakra. But when you say there are more important things, and they agree with you because here, as an idea, fata. In as much as Black Stars, Ghana Black Stars, not just Black Stars, Ghana Black Stars. Now your head of state and I said the president there anything in Ghana no efano. But any maybe ohonoma they have to attend to a very important said the okay no than say you're thinking about Black Stars coach. What the hell? For what?
Okay.
Enema ebe sustain economy, ebe sustain development ama individuals and as voters, citizens and what all no. Yeah, they are no to change. And you call her Black Stars.
Eti majority like say omodi aban susu no ko mo pe obroni coach no enti
aban susu mu so school for no so mpede aban susu universities no ye be close no aban susu mu mpene say
okay na obi send a message something
you don't get it
to try and tell you say
your politics
I don't know my job.
Strike action say koso.
I will send you the same message. You know yourself, and I will reply you accordingly. And it is time. I say it is time you use your medium to educate Ghanaians and stop your everything. Stop that. Your everything is bad journalism. Say I'm proposing punishment. For
I think
punishment fine.
I think it is time for send sensible messages.
The point is say if Abuchi
altogether
I want to read the message because and I'm replying him I'm replying this is the message she sent me.
Time I was for send sensible messages.
That was linked to launching around now and clearly this message is not sensible, but I'll read it out. Or say prison is full, so we should allow people to litter. Is that what I said? But say, instead of you taking them into prison, no. Momo Juma no where schools. Yes,
these are messages that you get from shallow.
Your NDC affiliation,
1 gig again from
your NDC affiliation is too visible, my brother. Asema Yeke, did we even discuss it?
Go back to the tape.
Instead of Charlie, good morning. You can do your bidding, but still we move. This is not meant for. I know some catch said this is not meant for air, though. It is penal.
It is meant for the pocket.
You are proposing punishment fine, but we think it's high time people who don't want to behave well will be taken off the streets to their rightful place.
Say.
Let me ask you. Do you know the person personally?
I know him personally. So I will just reply. I'm sending him the message. Say, continue to swim in your ignorance. Unlike you party communicators, both NDC
continue to be a shallow thinker.
Yes, and I mean the
with
best
your
I
1 gig.
say, unlike you MPP and NDC communicators.
1 gig memory.
For me, I'm allowed to think with my brains. You people are not allowed to think with your brains. As someone my party become whether a good or bad, you have been psyched up. You have been remoted to follow it, whether it is good or bad. So I agree.
Statement in the crime. Yes, it is crime. And you even say you are not in support of what the person did. In the sense that because stealing is a crime. But stealing is a crime, no. And then you say at least there could have been other way. If say bit man man cleaning, which of course I even say Singapore thing to you are being punished. And there could have been other way a bit me because instead of going to 30 years imprisonment. That is it.
Sure,
but this video the way I'm for
I'm sure on Facebook.
But this thing crap.
There's a video
watch movies and then they see movies.
They say we are not
I have to travel because
there's this judge, American judge, the court no, it's like it's always on Facebook. Judge Caprio said the and our courts, most of the cases somebody back on here, traffic offences. What do? You didn't pay the bar. Your child say you jump red lights, you did this, you did the wrong parking. Anyway, no. At that spot, no, where the bay, you're final. Was a video the show. You don't even need to bring a lawyer. Send the power your final court. But
because even a cry, it's a traffic light, but all the traffic light. Sorry, no, police
I'm not supporting crime. You shouldn't use the prison as only place and
even say if that will be Ukraine, at least there should be some limitations.
That is it.
And I said you be near the way you see. You get it. We are supporting crime. But how do we judge crime?
Joahome, positive change by Dino. Ekufado couldn't develop this nation with gold, diamond, bauxite, timber, cocoa, oil, manganese, coffee, etc. Now, killer tax e-levy is what he's looking for to develop Ghana. In fact, this government has really wasted 5 years of our lives.
But with a good and idea, then the Ekufado time on Kwana or leaders, leaders in our end to me and you should.
You see, my point is, you want.
I'm not done. Let me finish. Me or that thing Namte or say my brother, please don't pay attention to certain comments. They are shallow thinkers. Full stop.
1 gig memory. Okay,
that's all.
You tag the what strike you. You tag and what strike you. You are not concerned about it.
Students, apart from you can say I say I hate hostel fees and of Kutiama private entities now with this kind of if you are on the wajin school because say and the calendar nepe usakwa obeksanwa kutu we are not thinking about that
the Musamman say and the calendar you say you not closing school repair. You can't say you are staying in the
the new calendar. We don't have textbooks. We don't have textbooks. Maybe not teach you. Maybe not teach you. But how many times any teacher? Maybe not teach
students are home.
What are
they doing?
These are things we have to talk about. And that's what now will be no one pick it. Assembly will be assembly. You don't get the whole context. Now what can they work on? Teachers certificate. Look at how they are. With the mom and co-teachers for crowd because teacher need whatever it is you be to Yanaka. But students to school fees, their life at stake.
But
I didn't know what question.
A personal relationship with Obia. It shouldn't be closed doors. Then you discuss this.
But say no about the then people will know. So if maybe I suggest say next time no you move money there. Just comment with the mankind.
That's all.
I'm kind message back with student or news. I say good morning. I am Joseph Lamptey, a student of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. We are pleading with the government to please come to consensus with UTAC to resolve this strike action. It is really affecting us because it's not easy thing to study in the university. What we need is the government should focus on our education system instead of investing in other areas which is not on the same level as education. Education is the key. So we need it now and not Black Stars issue. Thank you. That is from Joseph.
That is it. You see, who put yourself in the shoes of the students now? Who feel it?
But I want to understand something. Say you go private school, school in a teacher for the campus. So from government universities, they increase fees.
You increase fees.
Parents, it is lectures for.
Why not?
We can now area. The Basu call investor or no fees. I'll catch and say, if I had money, I can buy a private school. What I say?
Mandela said more kind of say, who person will collapse, who person will destroy any country, collapse in education.
No. Mistake Wanda, deputy, incoming deputy communication officer in Sawum Abweji. I said that I also was work on hooliganism and the bloodiest 2020 election orchestrated by National Rented Securities under the watch of Nanado. A human rights lawyer is still fresh on my minds of Ghanaians. The selective just must stop. Nanado Dr. Bawumia, then in opposition, promised to move Ghana from taxation to production and said imposing more taxes on Ghanaians is a lazy man approach. So what has changed? Drop the wicked.
And my boss have videos in now, and your boss have videos in now. It's not because we hate NPP. No, but
the point is that take out the back power and untina.
Oh, am I by so the fear SHS? Say MPP for MPP kasa or say I you can fear SHS here, which of course omokai omaye me kasa from the layman's, from the average man's perspective.
It's all about what is going on in the FSHS.
So
what the aba
or so the beba and or the aba. It is good. What we have to do is say we are dynamics at the befa so that a be better. Now yejitum. Now omo Bawumia can taxing 2016 but NPP bar power. You see, dynamic I say what one will be more to more than answer is have a boa. And they are it way. Omo pa for no pa person who say in Central for near bias and I say near bias. Omo pa do next election omo to abama NDC na NDC mla power na omo so meye nema NPP and they no more stand by if we won't talk about it. No, yeah, kasafa nema affected the society, the country now. We are not talking about any political party, but it's quite unfortunate here. Tembiano government and war power no. We have problems in because COVID is covered, you know. You have NDC for NDC for only control over COVID is covered. NPP for if you are taxing now, NDC for only control over it. NPP into your moon as we are accountable to us. Into your car, we shouldn't take it say politics. NDC one municipal never by NDC for only.
Okay, so far you are usher into active bites. See. Clement today reactive by to
because you don't get it. Who analyze the issue now? Find say politics. I
mean, even the issue that I'm being attacked on the Kapono, we didn't even discuss it in a political way.
Maybe at a time no go school no, and I'm Kasadi we is seen a time, and I'm Kwakutia who still feel whatever, and I lecture.
He's not even attacking me about Utah.
May I make catch and say, may I let you because I know the issue was a address, and yet say, will be up with the say, Nippon and support a crime. No, nobody is supporting crime, but judgment, you know, is what we are looking at. Say, there can be, we say, you know,
especially when the person was caught. And why should someone eat Tara and if I obey the pure Tara to end up to 1 year? And also, it doesn't even make sense.
We can make amendments. Nipantin Emrano and Emransunti, Nipanson, a Shasha Emrano. What they are saying, and the other at least never do on with my adjustment, Kakra, so that, in as much as I did way, but let's do it this way.
That
is what we are looking at. Nobody supporting crime.
Usually with 30 years, if Onya good lawyer, this judgment will be reversed. Just because clearly you could see say, I mean,
and even there are people in prison now and can say because some of them say you investigate. We won't say we are investigations here. There are some people and you may do a prison. They are not supposed to
come check. Sure. What's your story now? Because I didn't have a lawyer.
But you know, and maybe say at times me will be issues here. I'm very particular about it. Say me can't watch and me very careful because entro ho ena no kra ho ena obi ono mo so a obetuma yade bi no but sometimes you know we yes submissions kakana the you amount for far there no thinking say na aban ti I don't get it. What they you me be na nke what this problem we ma aka what will you say? I thought I am for your shank of issues. Na nya Jimmy adwen no na doso.
Okay, here dani ya wa ba ya ba active bites eba Clement the active bites ebre into dani ya wa ba sisi ya enko be bia.
Do you know the world is being ruled by the ideas and inventions of generational thinkers?
The Wright brothers invented the airplane. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Though they are dead and gone, their ideas and inventions are still benefiting mankind.
Our boarding house, so comfortable, a home away from home indeed.
We are the young inventors, and as generational thinkers, this is where our researches are conducted for inventions.
Ici c'est notre bibliothèque où nous faisons nos recherches.
Do you want your child to be a generational thinker? I introduce you to Pure City International School, Day and Boarding.
Admission is open from preschool to day ages.
Alright, mensa emao akwaba biem emfambra active morning show no ewa active television so hanum na chese enipa nko issues a worth talking about no eno ne ka ho nsem enye se ye de kan egu bi hu fi ene ye se de obi anim ntia ene ye se de sabotage obi no issues a wow there be ameka say we dey make point bi na what na do ye nipa we can't be 100 always but at times you make a point to be out there tenase na analyzing say is it true or not That is where you become a true citizen. That is where you become a responsible citizen, not a spectator. And yes, Obia can't say be now say because Ebia we NDC ni in the particular statement be obi make affect NDC aba and I say go NDC aba who fin to be fan say nipa na MPP ni and I say we MPP ni in the particular statement obi make enkoye mfa MPP aba to be say nipa na NDC ni no cancer. Then you are not being a responsible citizen. No, we need to be responsible citizens, not spectators. Spectators there. Such statement in an do make you responsible citizens but not spectators. We a spectator, born in hey, we a spectator, far by hey, referee say okasa anyhow. But when you are a responsible citizen, you think about the country first. That is where at the end, whether it has to be with the MPP government, the NDC government, the CPP, whatever government be an overcome what you stand for the nation. And you Jimmy, I thought that man for Jimmy. When certain things okay, now man for say you don't stand on TV, you don't stand on radio and insult. I did Jimmy. There's nothing you can do about it. Let's get those things straight. Now the media has gotten to a stage here. We have decided to always tell the people the truth. If it is nonsense, and I'm telling you, politicians come with the dear chance on for if you don't know. But I'm not going to say who belong to a certain party. Now open you can't say be now often say waka because person obey a responsible citizen. Maybe I make count where you know Jimino, you judge Jimina, Ghana will develop. You judge say that's a song say Ghana will develop. Because I'm telling you, any we are not referring to the president of the republic per se. We, as far as me concerned, me am general minim say Nana do Dankwa Akufo-Addo with good intentions. I am telling you, minim say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo with good intentions. But what is going on? Okay. Yenim said, the president of the Republic of Ghana, Nana. Okay, abusia wo de beche, yedim fidie ena eye adwuma so etoda bibia etumi esi enti eba ne se ya na watumi ede ache enti fache mfidie de obohuna CSC but we are back on track. Technical team na ba mo body enti toda na ode ache ye na ye thinking about the goodness of ensema ya na ye kan na se ne maybe e wose ye na o man etumi fa ne ntoma pa edi fra eno na betumi aboa enti politics yemfa politics entonchen for politics and tunchen send this abaiba no ya na enya we should be responsible citizens say we NDC ni we MPP ni obeka say the ABNDC abaye na enye MPP abaye ya na enya you should be a responsible citizen say obeka say me MPP ni the so the MPP for ye no enye. Let's put Ghana first. Let's defend the good name of Ghana against any oppressor. Let's fight for Mother Ghana with all our will and with all our strength. And yes, idea, yeah, they are my some politics ever to my Ghana. Politics na Ghana ever. So if you are not serious, you are far money, you may say you may be clear about the bush is the amount some MPP name NDC for MPP for and yet MPP for NDC for and yet the Sanya money be here one na krona bo na krona jesem na krona ye basa. Let's be responsible citizens. I like and I love these words from the President of the Republic. We have to be responsible citizens, but not spectators. Spectators there, referee power, but responsible citizens there, they look at real issues. Now, address it. They make sensible contributions. They make sensible submissions so that the country will develop. Why can't we be responsible citizens? So all we are saying is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo with good intentions. And as far as I'm concerned, me need say nana de obia beba bem and I say nana be appoint you obia nana be nyagide obia mama ne position bi with the idea say nipa no MSC bibi. No, the idea they say okay nana trusting nkofo bi nim say nkofo bi wetumi aye adwuma bi enu nti na omo some positions bi, but this is the case whereby some nkofo na ombenya sa positions na wo say nkomo ye adwuma na hye omampanyin ni monyam no na omo messy up things nti aba ne saa na ama nanado ne value reduce na ama nanado the kind of respect and some be amount for was any monyam bi a was amount for the channel na eso because of the people working under him. So that is the more important reason. Tell me, I can say if it happens like that, na kananado ababe kasa, so that we will know say yes on the appointee omo de ba nema no mo ye no on support it. That is where at times I was say nanado din bem and I say at times say born na din, but we know say nana with good intentions, but the people under him omo na create mess, which we are expecting nana at times to come out and say something. That is the only thing. But it's not like say I sabotage obi. No, one emperor best. One emperor best. And you wouldn't have no school as I say wo mama abre papa abre whatever whoever wabre now show you no hostel fee. Now and this thing is going on. Our education system, do you think it is good? No. Put yourself in situations. Now who say and you be an ebesi ayo. There be at times and penny for bet my omo but we the citizens na are bad. And you be but whatever it is, penny bia ofia problems about e koma penny no. Said yeah then so by come up penyin no enti am ka cho say yetua tax sesi ya yetua de man penyin for mu okrom a yetua de man NPP aban yetua farmer NDC enti se wo bibia ka ye wo say ye wo bibia for development one ye MPP for le be hold o responsible and ye ka say de o mo ansem esen jeje a na na do dan kwa Akufo Addo, which I respect so much e ka che say ye tisika so comedy so me Ghana for to abama na nado including myself for the near him say nana has identified baby as sikabiwa nana ba bema anka says can be so that anka hardship na e NDC time no can nana baba be year free, but this is the case NPP ababa and sikana yete so hu ye. This is the government criticizing the previous government NDC taxes way thinking say anka MPP ba power anka taxes na bia nkom be year free, which of course no able video no ma ohu say na na do dan Akufo Addo ka say obekate taxes ni bi obeyi bia free wa ma economy na ye, which of course na ba omia so ka say taxes ni do so you impose taxes too much emwa, which of course he also said he doesn't believe in momo taxes, that is the e-levy. Though I mention e-levy, but say he doesn't believe in taxing mobile money. But this is what is going on. It's at times they address issues now. Yes, am I penny for can they address it? Say NDC ba power ne. No more so better to Ayampia be can send me the fact for Ghana for na Ghana for ye jitu me to Obama NDC aban na omoba na de omo kan no mo ama me ya. We will still say it. It's any politics no. It will never help the country. I mean to be aka said in Nimate. And the Ayashano, I will say, Uko Islam, they believe in peace and harmony. And I almost believe you to say, Allah be to be a said in university. Sanity, and Christians and so bar, you believe you say, now maybe to be a said in university, or Bible, and even other practices in answer. So say, your court, saving some crana, they believe in justice. And you think I said, Okojibo some idea no catch say, and yes, now the Okacho no, Okoye and Noa, the Okasa Menyan, Okoya, as a so. So everything in this world, a Tiaka said they were Juma etie. So as soon Sumbia, we are Sibiana, will say, a bit Tiaka said they were Juma isi etie. What I say, it is me as a Christian, make a sound for movie. Me as a Christian, I know say nyame betia obi aka say de nyuma esitie. Now and you share about transformation. Transformation, which of course is a very positive word. Transformation. You can't transformation say yes is bibi tebia. And they are called tebia foforo. A sombo a change the old system. Me patu that is transformation. So wo sesa bibi e dey free ne tebia ewum edi akote bia fofora eye better than tebia na ewum first no. That is what we call transformation. And here I am talking about positive transformation. That is what I'm talking about. It will take the word transformation free manual, qualify it with the word positivity. That is what I'm going to talk about. What I say, so you cut transformation, I say ade be free ha akoha. You change be free ha e de akoha in a way a better than the previous way. Now, normal English and as a standard English, MIT as you say, you cut transformation a marked change as in appearance or character, usually for the better. But you tell you, so some be free the tiano dia kote bia from eye papa change bia na ewum first no. Now, yes we transformation in development me related about the country because enye just transformation, but over say o man bia betumi atumpoa transformation or transformation should take place. There should be something like transformation before any country can develop. That is why first Dubai wasn't like this, but transformation Emma Dubai abeyete said the tie ene. So when we are talking about transformation, we are talking about the positivity in transformation. So now let's look at this. Transformation in development. Say transformational development is the process through which children, families, and communities identify and overcome the obstacles that prevent them from living life in all its fullness. The process through which children, families, and communities identify and overcome obstacles. Development in transformation. In simple terms, identify problem. Say way, am I sitting am I near solutions so that you bet me a done problems, you know. Now abeye papa amanipa sitting etumi aye kama. That is what we mean by development in transformation or transformation in development. That is what we mean by transformation in development. So Anka Kroma, Ghana, Enyema Ekoso. How are we? Can we even identify those problems? Can we, if we can identify, are we providing the best solutions as far as these problems are concerned? No, we are failing as a country, and this has nothing to do with the NPP government, to do with the NDC government, to do with PPP government, to do with CPP government. It has something to do with every other government and every other president. But now, I am quite unfortunate. We vote for Abaya, you need say oba problems are obeji. That is why NDC tab Jida ne a whole lot of Metro Mass branding Sada ne issues bebre confirm issues bebe by no Ghanaians felt say NDC was bad, so let's vote for NPP. And a Ghana for in a to Obama NPP ne NPP buy. And we can't talk about NDC much because we know say no we are bad and we can only talk about NPP. Say NPP abaye mo be ba no na NDC nye and mo be say ye boni eji mudi. So now fulfill your promises. That is where I'm for what problem say okay we NDC ni we na dey na me PPP ni me can of course make my PPP ni make my PNC ni. But okay, yes, we are NDC. It doesn't make sense. Let's be responsible citizens for once. Let's put truth to power. Now, Ulim say, when there is transformation in development, the economy will grow. Do you know that? When there is transformation in development, economy grows. This is my own statement. Where Miami quote. When there is transformation in development, economy grows. Yes, sir. How economic growth impacts society? Now, when there is transformation in development, the economy will grow. And when the economy grows, it will not impact our society. Now, let's look at this. Economic growth stimulates business and spending. Increased exports and imports lead to greater income from business taxes. In short, governments have an approved cash flow. This can then lead to government spending. So when there is transformation in development, what it does is that enuma etumi ekoso. Enuma koso so a sikaba amanfo botom. Sikaba amanfo botom so amanfo tumi to ade. Amanfo tumi to ade so economy no survive, economy no be stable. This is what happens. Ebane sanso so a ye import and export. Businesses e grow no, na ye tumi import no more. Businesses e grow no, na ye tumi export no more. That is what through taxes, because I am in our budget taxes. That is what will make government get enough money. Or they be in spendings, or they be in various sectors, so that the economy will grow. So taxes in India, once again, we bought tax or we make us a what kind of tax. Yes, of course, tax is good, but how you go about collecting the taxes, how you go about using the taxes, and no the money yet bad. So we can collect taxes in a reasonable way, in a reasonable manner, in a good way, and use taxes for its purposes. You just gonna a coin password. Near this scanner, ye a coin into a digit scanner, and I said the entire but I digit scanner, this scanner is sabotayano. Then problems be Emma. Quickly, and more videos we can try to show you. You have and you break a crap. Now, government influence. Development. What do you call it? Transformation in development. We know say. And since I am to medium punch to Abano play key. Get it right. And since I am to medium punch to Abano play key and Abano first. But it has nothing to do with NPP and DC. BI command. It's quite unfortunate. It affecting the current government more because on that is why you're expecting a free no. So this is what happens. Government influence the economy by changing the level and type of taxes and extent and composition of spending and the degree and form of borrowing. I'm taking it once again. Governments influence the economy by changing the level and types of taxes, the extent and composition of spending, and the degree and form of borrowing. And see, able to meet our influence, our economic development. Our influence, our economic development. These are the things obey. Obey the taxes, the types of taxes, and the kind of first or judging the taxes. No one share a kind of first or says you cannot obey you soon. That is the government spending. Or a kind of first obey you soon. No one shall pay attention to borrowing. It's a young mobusia bebre and kwadeka bebre so that kakra was here na edishe kroni mu no na was here di tua bosia esa okoya na wo bae. And these are three things are very careful, much particular about it. It will help the economy grow and not the government influence as far as development is concerned, as far as transformation in development is concerned. And this is just a message to NPP because they are in power. Yeah, they say advice we ma NDC abaya omutumi nyafi omuni abem. So such advices, you know, eko edema NPP abaya. So government can go by this. Where a government influence as far as transformation in development is concerned, where government influence the economy by changing the level and types of taxes. One. Changing the level of taxes, sure. And then also the extent and composition of spending. We have to be particular about it. We have to be careful about it. And then also the way I am proposing. We have to be careful. If you are a country and you are able to take into consideration these three things, I'm telling you, your country will develop. And yes, the way I issue and taxes, the way I spending in Sika, that is what we are talking about. And the last one, I mean, cover videos we met you. Governments directly and indirectly influence the way resources are used in the economy. Resources are influence the way I use resources. So this current MPP, influence the way I resources ye issue. The same thing applied to NDC time. NDC was also not influence the way I issue. This current government so baby our influence and we come from Ghana by Kwan. If you are by a tikroma in Chebeka Yasem. That is it. Sure. Let me tell you something. Rwanda Sano. A transformation in development and I'm Rwanda and I'm telling you 1994 now Ghana enjoy from 1957 where we had the best of resources near the idea countries Africa countries what resources Ghana can be from 1957 enjoy Rwanda just yesterday Rwanda. Now go and see Rwanda. Shall reform some other tour and look at how after genocide, the way Paul Kagame led administration, or my changing, or my transforming Rwanda, and young share the resources are Ghana. Obian Pentoka no. Rwanda and Tokwani si wono. Anka ye Ghana, anka ye nimdi ebeye. Rwanda resources be no more. Producer for sa chat in to somame. Asanya ko Rwanda ansem no. African countries are a resources far. More resources far or African resources. You can gold, diamond, cocoa, timber. You can need all the minerals and the idea. Resources far. More that's your I can you can some resources. No, Rwanda can be. Go and check. Me to me muboni na me boka kebiacho. African countries more resources far. Ghana can be. You come more resources. A 12 for now more. You can't resources. I am for shut down for monka because more resources and no. Rwanda e can be. I do know why I'm a day here compare Rwanda because Rwanda in everything almost say I say, but in growth, in development of the economy, Rwanda air rise above Ghana. Why? Rwanda the way Rwanda epeja. These are for such a to some share Africa countries are a world resources pan. Share South Africa, Nigeria, Algeria, Egypt, Angola chatting in Angola, Guinea, Libya, Republic of Congo, Mozambique, Ghana, Gabon, Morocco, Equatorial Guinea, Mauritania, Tunisia, South Sudan, Chad, Cameroon, Sudan, Cote d'Ivoire, Zimbabwe, under Ghana, we have Gabon, Morocco, Equatorial Guinea, Mauritania, Tunisia, South Sudan, Chad, Cameroon, Sudan, Cote d'Ivoire, Zimbabwe. These are countries are Ghana, you have resources share omunina. You credit Rwanda credit Rwanda, the least countries of more resources in Africa, Rwanda can be. Into them, about 12 countries and Ghana war resource, Rwanda. But this is the case, the transformation across Rwanda. What are we doing to ourselves as a country? What are we doing to ourselves as a country? Why? Rwanda, Rwanda in perspective. You have a question video, no? Police about to mommy. Rwanda in perspective. The Rwandan genocide occurred between 7th April and 15th July 1994 during the Rwandan Civil War. Rwanda and Tokwa Basabasaya Sisi Woma Rwanda Kronete Proye Basa just 1994 yeah. Just 19 kura only resources ya come on resources on money share or mo kan hu bi no nento kwa say si ho basabasa ya say ni pewu economy ni say now me the Rwanda video the current state of Rwanda bet a short time now two almost at the bottom of Africa countries with resources medical Canada ya kan Africa countries o mo ni hwe o mo da se ho pa o mo ni emeso Rwanda e kan hu bi 3 2009 leaders started demolishing slums and replaced them with new roads and homes. Eti Paul Kagame who said, "Baby Rwanda after genocide, no, I'm all minor tete, but Omani Nisikakwana, I was say they have to take the mantle upon themselves. And on the leaders Tigu Montenso and on me say, Omubenye exercises. Baby was ye bubu ni bubu. Baby was ye say ni say baby was ye ni and omuye omunsuye omakwansisi adan and omuye this is what happened." Previous owners were given new homes. For instance, demolition exercise because Rwanda Samba back to life, no. omo a affect omo nyina ye de omo ko baby foforo komo omo accommodation esama omo $1,500 to $2,000 each. You provide your accommodation here, no. That time, 1,500, and you do power Ghana near $1,500 converted here. You are getting about 100 million. You are getting almost 100 million. Eti omuye na bani this sex kanuma individual after provide accommodation or this sex kanuma individual. We want our resources so. The resources are the least. I would Ghana achieve 20. Would the Ghana achieve 20. And so still what the sex carry a man and call for because no of you say she can't belong to the people or more better life after say or clinic or more yes or more embarking on cleaning up exercise near the other. That is what made Rwanda Kigali the cleanest state in Africa market. And then also families and farmers got compensations. Wow, if we affected traffic congestion. Uko Rwanda na the way omo kwan hiti Ghana traffic chiwachi motor ni yisu. I'm telling you. Ude ko Google ye ntumi nya kwan yi sa na mani na but we are telling you. Unso so water na so abebi. Uko Rwanda ye ka traffic congestion I am telling you. We want to make the traffic so Rwanda the whole day unko adwuma. But this is what happened. Government spent millions of dollars to pave narrow streets. Did dual carriage roads so that buses can move within towns to encourage public transport. It will who say traffic Rwanda from some about 13 million. 12.9 million. They say on 13. Traffic doors. And a buying sika millions of dollars. Obi only resources on the kakra now one millions of dollars. No share so the year coin FF and Fichiri. Now coin did the moon so why you so that buses be to me up and down. And then me no case Rwanda or mere electric buses. Rwanda. You soup Kromo. Now also police are always on the streets in Rwanda. Yansu police for the Biomo street. But what the difference Rwanda police for the street imuno. Omuni okwawo. They are there say hey odi nwura to form obe pra odi nwura rubber koto Kigali obe pra the whole of Kigali. I'm telling you. That is what they are doing there. And you what so ferry say odi bibi beto form wo. Omo copy the life of Singapore where you can't spit anywhere. Singapore doing content so ngu bia ana obi na ha tom no what ya to obwa. So you can transformation. We are talking about government for the people and of the people. Our strategic plans so they transform hard economy and they are good economy. That is what we are talking about. But producer, after genocide, no person can be genocide video no, but a too bloody for this morning. It may sell. Some video need a feature member, but new Rwanda after 1994 genocide no. Ekwaya kwa Kagame di Rwanda fa so ne de baby Rwanda ababedu ne. Producer for that video ne to so ma ye ne hwe. Ya wo be 10 minutes na ye pon. Producer for that video ne to so ma ye new Rwanda. Na ye hwe. Producer am so me stand by me try video no. New Rwanda uhu a Rwanda Kigali abe the cleanest cities. Oko other cities in Rwanda e won so ye fe. Producer me chen etu ko hono ma now you could see say total transformation and aba Rwanda. Now the new Rwanda you will see. Come on. Producer for video ne to so ma me chen the new Rwanda obe hu no. Producer me chow. Oh, who so many ama? Oh. And you copy more on ma. For Kagame's administration, the level of money Rwanda akwa do no. Producer the way me pay. We are Sanfa Dubai video no yes stand by. Oh. So the new Rwanda now a bit shocking. And then also Okore Dubai Ekwanya Sheikh Mohammed Efaso no ni Dubai abedu say You realize, Ghana, one idea bar. So this is the new Rwanda. Producer get his video back on the stand by a car. I know about. Now, I'm going to
Rwanda, a country in Central Africa and one of the smallest countries on the African mainland, has been making headlines lately for all the good reasons. The country is smashing all existing stereotypes about smaller African countries, countries without natural resources, and countries without coastlines. But one thing keeps standing out among all others, and it's Rwanda's cleanliness. This particular reason has attracted more tourists to Rwanda than even their gorillas. It turns out that all humans love cleanliness. Besides tourism, the cleanliness is also making Rwanda one of the top conference destinations, rivaling traditional conference capitals like Nairobi. At the end of this video, you'd have known how they do it and how they clean their city. So where do you start if you want to clean a city? Slums. In 2009, Kigali's leaders decided to start demolishing slums in the capital's poor suburbs, those with little access to piped water or electricity, and replace them with new roads and homes. Previous owners were given modest new homes on the outskirts of the city. Families got compensation of between $1,500 to $2,000 to help them settle in. The move was a first step in what turned into an ambitious master plan to clean up Kigali, one that has led to the city being hailed as one of the greenest and cleanest in Africa. Where do you go next? Transport. One focus was traffic congestion. To try to elevate it, the Rwandan government spent $76 million to pave narrow streets, widen all main roads to dual carriageways, and improve signs. It also upgraded bus service between the suburbs and the city center to encourage people to use public transport. Where do you go next? Umuganda. At 8 a.m. on a sunny morning, people are sweeping the hilly streets of Kigali, the capital of Rwanda, with its straw brooms, picking up stray trash, bits of litter, and so on. The roads are empty of all cars, all vehicles. Shops are shuttered here across the country. This is Umuganda Day, a community cleanup held on the last Saturday of every month. It is one reason that Rwanda is renowned in Africa for its cleanliness. It is not a volunteer project. Police monitor the street and can stop Rwandans who aren't participating and make them clean up on the spot.
All right. That is the new Rwanda, and I will share you. The new Rwanda, and I will share you. So now, we share after genocide, 1994. Now we the real Paul Kagame, and then the administrators, and I say the administration in Ayoma say, or mobile transforming Rwanda. And and then today, that is Rwanda. But now, we share baby Ghana shall free in 1957. And Tokwabi which of course we present Tokwabi upon all the minerals and the resources I own now. This is the country now. Why might this be politics? Young Dubai is also there. Now, you can Dubai in perspective. As at 1960, na Ghana yenya independence we are enjoy ya build factories I enjoy gold ne ye timber ne cocoa ne ye palm ne ya de nyina no. Dubai was hell. As at 19 na Dubai ka even 1990 ya na Dubai to say. Na Dubai to say, but leaders are omo great vision. Leaders are omo putting the country first. Leaders are omo putting the people first. Those are the leaders are. They are able to transform bad situations and make them good. Those are the leaders are. I am telling you, I'm making it clear. Omunda, they think about their people first. They put the needs of their people first. Those are the leaders we are talking about. So what is wrong with Ghana? Where have we gone wrong as a nation? In here. Now, so many countries overtake here. So many countries are better than them. You have resources than them. You have minerals and other things than them. Omo overtake Ghana gradually. Omo over. Dubai was just a desert. Dubai was nothing to write home about. Ghana near independence, Dubai was desert. You enjoy gold near that Dubai was desert. And one thing they say, Dubai for oil. I'm telling you today on authority, go and do your research. Dubai for now, they don't depend on oil. Sika oil, Dubai, or they share the economy moon just 5%. Now, then the leaders thought, say, let's transform it. Let's transform the nation with the little money we are having. And we developing Dubai. Until now, baby at Dubai, onyani sika free pa, people trooping into Dubai day in and day out, or more visiting, or more kwakoye jumane adi. I'm telling you now, Dubai, or more sika free oil, there be. Let me tell you something. Yene we kakra. Dubai in perspective, mami me bi eni so kakra with Dubai fan kire. Mi na ma bo Dubai video kakra bi about Sheikh Mohammed, Dubai leader. And some free no buy any vision for Dubai and how far what they about to do. Then it will tell you, say, if you are a leader, you don't just only talk. If you are a leader of a country, you don't just talk without doing anything. If you are a leader of a country, okasa, o de kasa no ebe ye adwuma, and okasa based on the own, okasa based on the obetuaye, to okasa o de kasa no be ye adwuma. So Dubai Sheikh Mohammed on kasa kwa. Wansha asia kasa kwa ne kasa no ne wonyina so ene a make sense with Dubai. Dubai in perspective. Now, one, in 1990, only one skyscraper, but now 148, that is within 32 years. We call do a skyscraper, o say ebi one ma ye wo dan tintin bi near the ebi wo New York near other US state. As at 1990, Dubai now one pen and but 32 years, 148. You estimate, you know. It means every year, almost 3 or 4. That is what a good leader does. 2. Police in Dubai uses supercars such as Aston Martin 177 or the R8, Bentley Continental GT, Bentley Bentayga, and all that. Oko police Dubai, Casa police for Eyisuno. I am telling you, it's easy for them to fight crime. Police will get you if they have to go by road. Now almost I implement way bia in the skies. Ade bia obeye bia they are able to detect you right from there, and then police will chase you. That is the system advise Edru. And then also world's biggest